Hey guys, Don Bruno here. You're watching The Artistpreneur. What up, Facebook? Don Bruno here. You're watching The Artistpreneur. So today I wanted to do a video for my real estate agents, just to give you guys some tips, some tricks, just to spruce up and gain as much results as possible for your real estate marketing efforts in social media. So today I'm just going to give you some strategies. I want to start doing some videos on a weekly basis on Saturdays, my strategy Saturday sessions. So we're going to start off with a few tips that I find most effective when marketing on social media. So guys, and I know I'm doing this group in real estate marketing, so if you guys come in and you have any questions you want to ask, just throw them in. I'm going to be reading the comments. I'll answer any questions that I can. So just to start off, let's really look at a strategy. You know, that's the first tip. You want to come up with a game plan. And not just throw yourself on social media. It's a lot more effective when you have a fan page or a business page that is not having constant and consistent posts. You know, it's actually doing more damage if you have a page up there that's hasn't been posted on since 2015. You know, you want to keep up with your brand. You want to keep up with engaging with your followers. So coming up with a strategy is the best way to really gain the most results. And when I say strategy, you know, you really want to pick a platform and dominate it. You guys are on Facebook right now. We're talking into a Facebook group. So I would say, especially, you know, you got to look at Facebook has 1.7 billion users, you know, and why is it most effective to really stay in the social media, you know, ecosystem? And each platform has its own ecosystem. So you really want to look at that. Who is your audience? Who is listening to you? You know, and when you're branding, these are all things that you want to take into consideration. So when coming up with a strategy, I find it the best, especially with real estate, is that consistent posting and constant attention to your engaging audience. You know, when starting off, you want to audit your social presence. You know, you want to look at all the different websites that you're on, all your social media accounts, and look at highlight the strengths and the weaknesses. You know, which networks are you currently active on? What networks is bringing you the most value? You know, who are you getting the most followers from? And when you do that, you can get a better insight on where you're going to get the most results. So, two, you want to really look at your ideal customer. With Facebook, you can literally go inside, pick the demographic, you can pick the type of person, whether their interests, if they've moved, if they're interested in moving, if they're looking at different groups. You can really narrow down, especially when doing Facebook ads. The narrower the search, the better. You know, you'll start off with like a reach of 20,000 people, and as you really start narrowing down and picking that ideal persona of person you want to sell to, you really want to look at the lower the reach. And I say it like this all the time. I would rather have 100 ears of people that are actually interested in my product than 1,000 that are just listening. So, you know, when you're creating a social media site, you want to get that social media mission out there, you know, and that just goes back to branding. But picking the right platform is crucial. Every platform has a different ecosystem. You're not going to be able to market the same way on Facebook as you would Twitter, Instagram. You know, Twitter has that effect that you're able to speak nationwide. You know, you want to keep topics of interest. You want to post articles. On Instagram, you know, it's a picture's worth 1,000 words. So, you know, when picking your platform, you really want to look at who is on there. Facebook is a non-intent form of advertising. Nobody comes to Facebook to buy. People are going in there to engage. People are going there to make friends, talk to their community, and you have to respect that. You know, coming in with the attitude of check out, buy me, buy this, it's a turn off to the community. So you really want to, give more content than you're actually asking for. So, when going into this, Gary Vee says it the best, with jabs and hooks. You want to give more jabs than hooks and content, ebooks, information. Like what I'm doing here. I'm trying to provide some valuable content that's actually going to help you with your marketing. With a lot of the real estate agents that I work with, I find it very effective. Video is the best form of communication. You really want to communicate that brand. You want to get out there to that audience, to those people, to become an expert and position yourself as an authority. So when people come, you want to be seen as the go-to agent. You want to highlight your areas of the area that you're dominating. Get pictures of your town. Do video where you're speaking to influencers in the school, the best restaurants. You want to be in the public's eye as much as possible. So, when you're communicating that to the platforms, you want to give blogs, you want to give video blogs, you want to interview people in your town. Like, we've actually set up a show where you have to think about it. The town and the community that you're selling real estate in, that's your product. So you want to show and highlight the best areas. You want to be able to know the school systems in and out. You want to know the neighborhoods. You want to know the highs and lows, everything that your customer is going to want to know, because you're going to want to communicate that to them. Also, real estate is long-term sales cycle. So the people that you're communicating to now may not be customers now. They're going to be in a year, 2 years. And that goes back to picking the right platforms. People really don't understand how effective, and the future is in Snapchat. All right. Facebook has, yes, 1.7 billion users, and it's taking everyone's attention. So right now we're all fighting for time and attention. But if anyone has a 15-year-old, teenager in their household, they're going to realize their attention is Snapchat. And this is the future, because if you're looking long term, your demographic from 15 to 26, Snapchat, these are your buying customers in 5 years. So if you're looking at that long-term results, you need to start your presence on Snapchat. And I can't stress how important it is to really get in early, because all of these social media sites, right now it's underutilized, it's underpriced. Facebook is the most effective form of advertising. It is the cheapest. A lot of the real estate agents that I've, started working with, I found off Yellow Page ads, Yelp, and you have no idea what the conversion rate is, if they're seeing it, who's coming in from these ads. And I'm not saying it is a complete waste of money, but, you want to track your analytics. Facebook allows you, they give you the chance to see your conversion rate, who's looking, building that email list. So when going back and building as much content as possible, you want to start off by building that email list and using that 80-20 rule to send content. Instagram, I find more effective for real estate. Snapchat, but Snapchat, you got to remember, that is that long-term results, and you're building your presence there. Really, in my opinion, Facebook is where you want to concentrate and really zone in on. With Facebook, you want to use the fan page. You want to use, if you're using Facebook ads, demographics, you want to get really narrow. So be very specific in who you're targeting, and use video. Video is it's the most effective way that you're going to communicate that message. But it's about positioning yourself as that expert of authority. So when you're going in, you want to be informative. Be very informative, and, like I said, highlight the areas of your town. Go in and be a public figure. So, like I said, the schools, restaurants, these are really crucial places you want to pay attention to. Maybe do a blog about how the market is doing. If you're trying to look for seller leads, target the people that, even if they're not selling, give them advice on decorating tips, building up, beautifying your home. You're actually preparing them psychologically in their head. You're preparing them to sell. So again, position of authority, informative, video with visual effects. You could do virtual tours. So dominating that platform. Very, very important. Engage with your audience. Don't just throw up posts, blogs. Keep engaging, like pages, um, you can network with other real estate agents. There's so many different ways you can do with engaging, but you want to create value that people are actually interested in, and you want to keep it on an 80-20 rules. One of my agents actually just got me onto Contactually. This is a very effective, I've used Constant Contacts in the past, but Contactually for real estate agents, it is awesome. You can make buckets for your buyer leads, your seller leads. You can even, it'll give you updates on when you should follow up with prospects. So you really, I would look into Contactually. It's definitely something, definitely something to check out. So, I actually went a little bit too longer on this video that I had planned. I just wanted to give you some insights, some tips on sprucing up your social media. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can check me out at Realest Marketing Results for Real Estate Professionals. That's a group that I created. It's a community of real estate agents, brokers, investors that just want to show support, share comments, share some tips and strategies. And this is actually one of my first videos that I'm doing, so sorry if I tested it out on you guys. Just wanted to give some comments, show you guys what I've found and what I've learned along the way. So thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Later, guys.